First of all, there's a breach of protocol leveled against Senator Oduagan. That is for them to handle, and I think that is what has brought this suspension order. And something tells me that it will be challenged in court. But the more important part is that, believe you me, of the sexual harassment accusation against the Senate president. And I think that something must be done beyond this, because the Senate are obviously in support of their leader. You could read that from the body language, and she's not likely to get justice there. Senator Oduagan has to look for an alternative way to get justice if, in truth, there is an issue of sexual harassment. That is more important to me than the other breaches that were being presented yesterday. I mean, in terms of the breaches, I think there's enough blame to go around both sides, because I like to be fair about that. There's, in terms of procedure and so on, usually I say, no matter how strong you think your case is, you should still follow rules. Mm-hmm. And don't use breaching of the rules to present your case. It's like what you are told as a child, no matter what you think of your parents, you still have to learn the principle of honor thy father and thy mother. So that there's enough to go around in that. I leave that to those who know the legalese and all the legal issues. But the one that is very, very important, which the Senate is glossing over, I must say, or which it appears the Senate is glossing over, is that of the accusation of sexual harassment. And I would have thought that a Senate would take that accusation very, very strongly. Very, very strongly. At the very least, to put up a fight for women in our society. I have not seen that done. Rather, I have heard things, I have heard senators in various media trivialize the matter, as if it really didn't matter, trivialize the matter, as if to say, oh, it's usual, it's normal. I tell you this, I don't think there's any woman at the age of 50 that has not been, I don't think sexually harassed, but has not had cause. Be it in the market, sometimes you see videos of women go to the market, sometimes it gets to the point of pulling their dress in buses. People talk about, people talk about them, they talk about their physical look, all kinds of things. They bring women, there's always an attempt to bring women to ridicule or make them a plaything. The National Assembly has the duty to make sure that this culture stops. Like harassing women in place of work, harassing our girls in the university, even at secondary school level. It's the job of the National Assembly. The National Assembly should be in the forefront to ensure that these things does not happen and our women are protected. Every day, Sheriff and I see stories of rape. Sexual harassment is very close to rape. It's very, very close to rape. They are like kith and kin. And unless we want, look at, if you go to the social media now, you will be completely aghast. You will be completely, at the number of porn sites that you now have in Nigeria, no control at all. That's a story for another day. That's how degenerate we have become. And no society can thrive. In all honesty, no society can thrive if the women begin to feel uncomfortable in that environment. And that's putting it mildly. So the issue of suspension and whatever, I'm sure she's going to go to court. She can handle that herself. But in terms of the charge of sexual harassment, making sure that she gets justice belongs to all of us, especially our women. Especially our women. There is no man that doesn't have a woman around him. If he doesn't have a wife or daughters, he has a mom. And guess what, Sheriff? Sexual harassment also has no age limit. It has no age limit. I've seen women in their 60s and 70s have one small young urchin walk up to them and say, I just want to get my gbamike. Say, I have this thing about older women. Kicked him out of. A woman get insulted left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. Either by looks. Look at what our doctors sometimes do. I've heard women complain, your doctor is examining you. He first of all looks at you like a piece of art and goes, oh, madam, you've kept your body well. You try that in some other countries, we are dead. How many women have had themselves examined by a doctor with no nurse around? It's wrong. How many women have had doctors comment about their physique? It's wrong. And now is the time for us to get this out. There is something that it was reported that the First Lady said, something to the effect that, oh, if you carry yourself well, you will not be molested. I disagree with that. I honestly disagree with that. And I don't think that's the right way. That's the right way to approach this. Whatever you do, a woman must be protected. Her body belongs to her. Her body. You could see the fun in the faces of the senators, even those who came to various TV programs. They just thought that she's kicking a fuss. She might have her own faults, so that doesn't bother me. Whether she has faults or not, the dignity of women should and must be protected. And the National Assembly should take the lead in that. That is what they have failed to do. As to what is going to happen next, there's very strong indications that it's going to go to court.
I cannot fault them for suspending Natasha Akpoti, senator. Is their rule, is their thing. They can do whatever they want to do with their rules. If she had violated any part of their rules and everything, I am not going to be the one that will say, they are victimizing. No. Rule is rule, and it's for everybody. But you see, that sexual harassment part of it, it should not be relegated to, like the Senate spokesperson said, cruise. I was so disappointed when he said that.
And he said she was trending.
Content creation. I mean, how can a Senate
spokesperson
say that?